If you are like me, then for the past few weeks, you have been seeing ads and testimonials for cortisol cocktails show up on your social media pages and news feeds. This got me thinking about what exactly a cortisol cocktail is and whether it is an evidence-based approach for managing cortisol levels. Continue watching to learn more about cortisol and what this new non-alcoholic cocktail trend is all about. A few variations of this drink can be found online, but they all seem to include some mixture of coconut water, orange juice, salt, magnesium, or sparkling water, and even sometimes cream of tartar. The reported benefits of this cocktail include supporting adrenal health, maintaining weight loss, reducing fatigue, and of course, lowering cortisol levels by increasing your vitamin C, potassium, and sodium intake. In general, the ingredients included in this trending beverage are not harmful and can be found in many electrolyte drinks and whole foods. That being said, it is also important to check with your doctor if you have any medical conditions such as diabetes, kidney disease, or conditions requiring fluid restriction. In other words, for most people this drink is just fine, and for some people with medical conditions, they should speak with their healthcare provider prior to sipping on this cocktail. And now, to answer the question you have all been waiting for, is there evidence supporting the health claims being made online about this drink? Well, the answer is no. There is currently no sufficient evidence to support the claims being made about this beverage. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I've been drinking this cocktail for 3 weeks now, and I feel amazing. If this is you, then that is fantastic news, and I'm happy for you. You may be experiencing other beneficial factors from this drink, including improved hydration status and electrolyte balance, or even an increased awareness about the foods and beverages you are consuming as you have successfully integrated a new drinking behavior into your daily routine. This could also just be a placebo effect. So what exactly is cortisol? Cortisol is often referred to as the body's stress hormone, and it is synthesized from cholesterol within the adrenal cortex. Cortisol has many functions and influences nearly every organ system. Some of its many functions include regulating metabolism and mediating stress, immune, and inflammatory responses. Cortisol plays a crucial role in many physiological processes, and disruptions in its regulation can impact all of the bodily systems in which they interact. To be clear, cortisol itself is not a good or a bad hormone, but it is necessary for optimal functioning. Issues arise when its availability is dysregulated for too long. In acute situations, cortisol plays a positive role in providing energy for stress responses, supporting the immune system, and even reducing inflammation. However, when levels are high or dysregulated for a long period of time, such as with individuals with chronic stress and other health conditions, the role of cortisol takes a not so helpful turn and can cause sleep problems, high blood pressure, weight gain, inflammation, and even weaken your immune system. This is known as a dose-dependent relationship. When the appropriate amount of cortisol is available, it helps optimize your health. And when the dose is dysregulated for too long, it begins to have a negative impact on your health. At this point, you may be wondering, well, if the cocktail won't help me, then what am I supposed to do? First and foremost, if you think you might have a condition that is impacting your cortisol levels, then it would be wise to connect with your healthcare provider. You may also be wondering if there are actually any evidence-based lifestyle-related factors that do work, and I am here to tell you that the answer is yes. I will share a few evidence-based lifestyle practices that can help manage cortisol levels. First, mindfulness and relaxation techniques can be used to effectively manage stress and in turn change cortisol levels. Second, physical activity and a Mediterranean eating pattern may help improve cortisol levels. Third, sleep deprivation may influence morning cortisol levels, which is usually when they are the highest. Fourth, drinking alcohol, especially binge drinking, triggers the body's stress response and increases cortisol levels. And fifth, nicotine may trigger cortisol production. When looked at together, it is clear to see that our lifestyle behaviors can impact the way in which we produce and manage cortisol levels within our body. Think about the way you move, eat, relax, sleep, and interact with risky substances, and how they may be impacting your cortisol levels, and the changes that you could make to start leading a healthier lifestyle today.